guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. I've just flown in home, so I'm very lucky that last night there was a server update, I think to fix something in Legends League, and luckily enough they didn't reset our Warlog, which is pretty cool. So 70 to 57 win in 25s, pretty good percentage from us, and it was a pretty good war all round. Versus, I have no idea what their clan name is. International clan, so I can't even say where they're from. For us, they did miss Dion for the Town Hall 11s, 10s, and then they missed, obviously, a lot after that. So, yeah, you know, obviously that's why it was such a big blowout. And on their side, we had some good percentage there from Dion. That was the first hit, so 82%, pretty unlucky not to get further along. And then we had a 3-star, sorry, I've got another device going as well, 3-star from Hoff on their number 6, which was pretty cool to see our Town Hall 10 still smashing along. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll go through a few replays. We'll start with Hoff's big hit on number 6. It was only the second hit for the base. There was a high 80% hit from Jayco on the first time. So, yeah, it was a pretty low defence base, and really good one for our Town Hall 10s to keep that practice. So he's gone in with a GoLaLoon, shattered GoLaLoon by the looks of it. So a good place jump, because that allowed him to get into that queen. Maybe a touch early on the king, but the golems pushed through, so that was nice. You see that rage is good, because that allows those golems to get the advantage of that, and then also his queen to get the full advantage of it. So there you go, the Inferno's down. 2 air defence, a lot of other trash buildings, and the queen's still pursuing away, getting a bit of damage on that Town Hall. So 4 hounds with 2 golems. It's quite a huge investment, but it's worked really well. So it's allowed that Inferno to soak onto those hounds. He could have just about, instead of using a freeze, just gone another rage, because obviously it's still soaking there. 3 hounds. So there is a variation, and also not saving 2 loons for that blower on the bottom right hand side there. That's probably the only 2 things that I picked watching this raid. The rest of it was just a sweet raid all round. Lots of hay spells, so lots of movement for the loons. But with those 4 hounds, he probably could have gotten away without the freeze. So the hound, you see there's 1 hound still up, and he's soaking. Just drops there. So it worked really well. Good mixture. Fantastic raid, Hoff. We'll speed it up. Alright, so next I want to show the attack from Barndo 82. That was on their number, I'll just pause at their top Town Hall 9. And you see there's a king down on this, so I've gone with a queen walk and a lightning storm, with a tail end with 1 lava hound in the clan castle, and then some loons. So what's good about this raid, things that I sort of think at, you've got to make sure you get the herding done right. That's important. So you see there's an archer down there, there's a goblin over there, archer up top. When you see those lightnings, I've pitched those towards hitting those other defences. So you see you also get that blower out, which is pretty cool. And I also put that another archer down the bottom there. That allows that the herding on those barracks, which is nice. The other archer up there is pushed into the side. You see another minion go down. All of these things help you push the direction of your queen when you're walking. You've got to make sure that you position her well. You've got to make sure that you're clear and she doesn't see those buildings down length. So it's 6 wall breakers. That's quite a heavy expenditure. And there was no test wall breakers. So I saw that mortar fire and I thought, oh shit, I might have stuffed up there, but it did work well. The hog goes in to draw that clan castle, but in the end, the queen drew the clan castle. So now you see those loons are just coming out of that poison. So pop the queen. Don't faff about. There's 5 healers. The queen's going to be right through anything that comes through there. So that's a clan castle hound. So obviously being a max level hound, you're going to have your full tank capacity out of that. No air traps on that air defence. Just means it took the full brunt of that. Good spread of loons. And making sure the wizard towers don't get them all. Maybe a few too many whizzies for me. You see I put 5 down in the bottom right hand corner there. You don't need 5 to clean up that, so I could have probably used another couple of loons, or a couple of minions might be better with the flying, because as you see there the loons finish up, but the queen's got 5 healers on her. There's no way she's going to have any dramas with the defences that were left. That was a pretty fun raid. I do like the 4 lightning combos. And obviously the 1 earthquake in the middle. Now you've got 2 dark elixir spells. You could always choose to take 4 and 2. Let's have a look who else we want. That was Jaco heading down. Pirates, no need to show his attacks. Let's have a look at Ginger. He had 2 good attacks this war. 6-star war for him. I don't know if this is the one. Excuse me. So a little bit rushed as I've just sort of flown in. I'm trying to make sure I get these repeats before I get into my day of war attacks. Alright, so Ginger's gone with a shattered GoHog and a Queen Walk, of course. This isn't the replay I want to show, so I will just put this through in 2-speed. His other raid was pretty awesome. So it's a good split there. That's going to push the Queen in. I think he might lose yet. The air defence will fire up on those healers. So a good jump into the Queen. So he's hit that double. Oh no, it was only a single. It looks like he's only running singles in the base. So he's still got his clan castle golem, his golemite through his other golem. Hogs are all done. Great raid, Ginge. Ginge also just hit Titans this just before this war started, so Town Hall 9, it's a pretty good achievement. It is a bit easier than it has been, but yeah, still a good achievement, Ginge, well done. This is the raid I wanted to show. There was only 1 or 2 things I pointed out to him, but it was just a good all-round raid. So he's got the level 20 Queen, level 15 King. Seeing our guys, you know, not our main attackers do this. This is what you want to see as a clan leader, just the progression and growth in player development. But the one thing I sort of said to Ginger he could have done different was draw that clan castle and then take it all the way over to that Dark Elixir story drill, and he then could have got away with having to use a rage spell for his Queen further down the track. But you see a good patient here. He doesn't double up with his. Well, he wouldn't even have to draw the dragon. You got to remember when you use 1 max poison and any other level poison, that'll kill a max dragon. So he probably could have just drawn that clan castle, double poisoned it, and then started his raid. It would have meant he would have saved that rage spell and wouldn't have needed to use that at all. Maybe use a jump for the golems up top there. Anything like that. You see the hogs come in from the bottom there. He knows there's going to be a Tesla farm on that above that town hall, so he's got 3 heals here, which he will need. Good pick up on that first heal. That giant bomb with that wizard tower would have absolutely smashed him. Now he's got his hogs into the core. He's just going to heal them. As that starts to run out, he overlaps another hill. So you've got to recognise when there's a Tesla farm, you've really got to make sure you've got the healing capacity there if you don't have any golems, and he's done that. So all around a brilliant raid. Just a couple little tweaks, and yeah, you would have. These are the kinds of raids that you can be hitting max bases for with absolutely no dramas. What else have we got here? Let's have a look at what Phoenix has done. Right, so he's got a shattered GoHog. Pretty much a standard style raid for Mr. Phoenix. Smashes these out every war. Sometimes he varies between what he does with his poisons. You see that's a max poison and how far it does actually take that dragon down. I personally, I don't know, if I've got 2 poisons, I'd just like to get rid of the dragon, but you do see, takes it right down to bugger all health, so it's not going to take much to kill from there. So sometimes that second poison can be used to slow down. You see how there's 2 heroes in the midfield. I'm curious as to whether he did use it on those, because if you can poison those 2 heroes, that takes a lot of damage away from your golems, and instead of needing those 3 golems, you can get away with 2 golems. In goes Jimmy Bob. He'll sit nicely behind those golems. Alright, so he needs to pop Jimmy Bob because it took some aggro. Clan Castle golems, still tanking, still got a fair bit of health there. And now the queen will go off and get that other queen. He's got the 3 heals, so he's able to drop that second heal quite early, and that's what he's done, just to make sure it overlaps and keeps all those hogs going. And this is why it's a bad decision running single giant bombs. He spotted that, he's gone in well. You've got no real major dramas with worrying about your hog pathing as long as you keep them healed up. Oh, big bomb at the end there. Alright, well done, Phoenix. Let's have a look at Zool. Zool normally does the cold-blooded GoHogs. That's what he's gone with here, yep. So you see the defences are pretty mixed. They are quite high. There's a couple of wizard towers there that are low. But Zool's quite a low account. So, you know, 10 king, 13 queen. It's nice in your 25 versus 25 being able to rely on players to get out these kinds of attacks. And then not having to have your big guys come and hit down. 25 versus 25, it's a lot different than your 35 players and all of that, where you've got all these extra attacks spinning around and you've got a lot more room for failure. Whereas with your smaller clans, you've got to make sure, I've found, you maximise what you can. And that's where your Town Hall 8s get practice hitting 9s and opening 10s and all these kinds of things. Maybe a few too many wizards there. Does get the quick herd. So he hasn't even used a jump, just all wall breakers, and that's given him the ability to take in the 4 heals. Pretty good spread of hogs here. Pretty simple raid, but it's effective, it's good, and he's got that fourth hill to get him in the middle. Maybe a touch early on that fourth hill because his hogs are slightly behind on the left flank, but he did have some in there. So you look at that, it's just gone really quick, really easy. Well done, Zul. I think he might have had a 6-star wars, all. There was quite a few of us had 6-star wars for the Town Hall 9s, some of the Town Hall 8s, just a good war all round. I think I might leave it there. Judd hit the wrong base by accident. Next war I might try and show some Town Hall 8s. Yeah, pretty quick wrap up for me, but I'm glad to have got the Hoff replay and show the Barndo 82 raid. It's always nice to be able to raid with a hero down and have a little bit of confidence, I guess. Those are the raids with the 4 lightnings where you're taking out 2 air defences, just make it very easy for your loons to come and smash through the rest. But yeah, as always, hope I've helped, and clash on.